All right, here we go. This is USA, China, and UK turn 6. The Americans are buying an aircraft carrier with a fighter and a tactical, 2 transports, 3 infantry, 2 artillery, and a tank. All right, so we have a couple of combats to do with the Americans first. Let's move over to this side to start here. We are going to do a bombing raid on Western Germany. We're going to take a fighter and try to take out that. We will take out that transport. Straight up attacks, that's it. Everything else is non-combat on this side of the board. Over here, we have a combat in C-Zone 16. We will take a destroyer and 2 subs. 1, 2, along with, we'll take all our planes into there. Because why not? Let's chip these out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Since I saved $4 over there, I'm going to change my buy real quick here. Instead of a fighter, I'm buying a tactical. It's an aircraft carrier with 2 tacticals. Kind of lopsided over here with only 1 tactical. All right, so that's a battle there. Let's see here. I can move this over here now. And we can see this here. Let's back out a little bit. All right, so yeah, we can barely get that in there. We're taking, let's count these out here. 1 transport with a tank. And an infantry. We'll go into Salibs. Another transport from 54 will go 1, 2, 3 into Borneo with a tank and an infantry. Another transport from 54 will go 55, 42 into 44 with an artillery and an infantry to attack Salibs. Another transport will go 1, 2, 3 with an artillery and an infantry to attack Borneo. Another transport will go into Salibs with a mech and an infantry. The last transport will go into Borneo with a mech and an infantry. So that's our 2 attacks there. Not sure what I want to do with this destroyer yet. Might send him back. All right, so those are all our battles. The battle in C-Zone 112 is an auto kill. That plane will land in the United Kingdom. Okay. The bomber. Let's do the bomber. You get one AA shot at me. And it missed. So I roll a 5 plus 2 is 7 damage. So you already have 3 on that factory. We'll put another 7 on there. So a total of 10 damage on the West German factory. And he will fly back to London. Okay. That's it for my battles over on the East and the Atlantic. Let's do the battle in C-Zone 16. And I'll board that up right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3s, 2, 3 2s, and you have a 2 and a 1. Okay, so you have a destroyer, so there's no sneak attacks. So I have 3 at 2. You have a 2 and a 1. I have 6, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 at 6 and a 4. Okay, here we go. I got 1, 2, 3 hits. I needed 2 hits. Now the Japanese are dead. And you roll a 2 and a 1. No hits. So my fighters fly back to the carriers in Hawaii. My 2 subs and a destroyer stay in 16. My tactical flies back to Hawaii. Let's do the battle for Borneo. I'm sorry, Celebes. Let's do Celebes first. You have 2 2s. I have 1 artillery, 3 infantry, a tank, and a mech. So I have 1, 2, 3 at 1. You have 2 at 2. I have 2 at 2. And I have a 3. This is my roll. I need 2 hits. And I just got 2 hits. 1, 2. These were all misses. You're 2 at 2. Misses. Okay. So the Americans take Celebes. That means the Americans go up 3. And the Japanese go down 3. So the Americans are at 53 and 3 is 56. The Japanese go down to 26, if I am correct. Okay, now, let's see, no hits, so they all land in Celebes, or Celebes, however you want to pronounce it. There. Now we are going to do the same attack in Borneo. 3 infantry. A tank, a mech, and an artillery. So 1, 2, 3 1s, 2 2s, and a 3. And you have 2 2s. 1, 2 hits again. So the Japanese are dead. Japanese roll 2 or 2. No hits. So, and that frees up Borneo for the Commonwealth of India. The Pacific Commonwealth. So, the Japanese, they go from 19 to 23, and the Japanese go from 26 to 22. If I hadn't screwed up in Manchuria and Korea, we'd have them in even more of a pickle. That was a screw up there. So, that's the end of the Americans' attacks. Yeah, I think I will take my destroyer in 54 and go 1, 2, 3 to 43. All right, now we got to do some work over here. With the Americans, we are going to take 1, 2, 3 transports, and they're going to sacrifice themselves. But we're going to put a tank, an infantry, 1, 2, 3 infantry, 2 artillery, and a tank into Greece. And claim that for the Americans. Alright, so they all came out of the Gibraltar, Algeria area. I still have 2 mech over there, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep 1 in Algeria. And I'm not sure. I think they were all in Algeria. I mean in Gibraltar. But correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Did you see all that? Yes. So the Americans take Greece, and they assume those 4 infantry into their ranks. No, I brought 3 in there, so I need 2 more chips there. Here they are. Alright, so that means I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry there. Seven infantry there, and the Americans go up $2 more. So they're at 58 now. Now, I don't think I want to even bring my battleship cruiser over there because you have too many planes. I could bring them to 98, but what would be the purpose of that? Alright, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, so aircraft carrier from 104 will go 1, 2 into C-Zone 98. The destroyer from C-Zone 106 goes to 109. Let's get rid of these. One transport from 91 goes back to 101. Two transports from 101 come down to 91 with a tank, an infantry, and an artillery. A tank, 2 infantry, and an artillery going into Gibraltar. Okay. Sacrificing. Let's see, now how do I want to do this? Okay, so the 2 fighters from the aircraft carrier in 101 will fly 102, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, land on the aircraft carrier in C-Zone 98. I believe that's 98 there. The aircraft carrier from 101 will go 1, 2, 3 to 91, and the tactical will land there. That's all of my American movements. So now I will place aircraft carrier with 2 tactical will go into C-Zone 10. Two transports will go into C-Zone 101. 1, 2, 3 infantry, a tank, and 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total units. 3 infantry, 2 artillery, and a tank go into eastern United States. 2 transports went into 101, and I saved $3. So this was all spent money. So I'm at 58. Break out the book. Sacrificing some transports, but maybe it'll be worth it. Let's see. 58. The United States gets 10. Let's say we're at 55. 1, 2, 3. $58. The United States gets 10 more if they have control over eastern, central, and western United States. There's 10 more. The United States gets 5 IPCs if it controls Alaska, Aleutian, Hawaii, Johnston, and all of them. So there's 5 more. The United States controls Mexico, Southeastern Mexico, Central America, and the West Indies, they get 5 more. If they control the Philippines, they get 5 more. So that's 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 70, 83, $86 to spend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the next round. $86 for the Americanos. All right, so now the British go. The British are buying. Let's see if you can see any of this camera angle here. Let's go. All right. The British are buying 3 tanks, 2 infantry, a destroyer, and they're paying off the 7 on the factory. Okay? So, now the British on this side of the board have 1 attack. We are taking 3 infantry, 2 tanks, attack bomber, and a fighter. Should I just take what? Yeah, let's just take 1 tank into there. Now, let's make sure we do it. I don't want to cut this too close. All right, 2 tanks, 3 infantry, a fighter, and attack bomber will attack northwest Persia. And that's my really only attacks here. That's my only attacks with the British at all, except one more thing. Okay, let's back out. I'm going to take this bomber. He's going to fly 1, 2, 3, 4, and he has 2 left over, so he can land in Greece. Everything else is non-combat moves. Okay, so let's do the bombing attack first, and then we'll do the battle for northwest Persia. All right, northwest Persia. Let's bring this over here and put it on my battle board. So I have 3 at 1. The tanks. And the planes. And you have 4 at 2. All right, so first the bombing raid. We are trying to bomb northern Italy. And you missed on your AA shot. So I roll 6 plus 2 is 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8 damage on the northern Italy factory. And the bomber lands in Greece. So, now, let's do this battle here. I have 1, 2, 3 at 1. I have 3 at 1. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 at 2. I have 1, 2, 3 at 3. And a 4. So we can roll all of this at once. And here we go. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you got 1. So the Germans are dead. I lose 1 infantry. I knew I went too heavy into that battle. And I take back northwest Persia with 2 tanks and 2 infantry. Okay, so let's put this back over here. Eeks. So we take northwest Persia back with 2 tanks, 2 infantry. My planes will land back into Persia. Okay, so moving over here, my I'll take a tank and the infantry out of Canada. Go 1, 2, 3 into C-Zone 109. And put those into London. I'm going to take 3 fighters from Gibraltar. They will fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and land into Greece. I will take 2 transports. They will go 1, 2, 3 and take 4 infantry. Actually, we're going to take 3 infantry and an AA gun from Malta into Greece. So that leaves me 1 infantry in Tunisia. All right, so placing units. Oh, I'm going to take 2 infantry from Egypt and move them up to Transjordan. Those transports will all be gone, so I may have to do something different there. Okay, so placing units. We will put a destroyer in C-Zone 109. I will put 3 tanks in Persia. And I will put 2 infantry in Egypt. 2 infantry went down in Egypt. Let's do the American disposition because I don't think I ever did it. I've got 3 infantry, 2 artillery, a tank, and 3 transports in C-Zone 101. In C-Zone 91, I have an aircraft carrier with 2 transports. The destroyers from 104, one will go to 109, the other one will go to, what C-Zone is this? 92. This transport that was in 92 will go to 91. Okay. In Greece, I have 6 infantry, a tank, and 2 artillery. The British have 3 infantry, an AA gun, a strategic bomber, and 3 fighters. In Sea Zone 99, there's 1, 2, 3 American transports with 2 British transports. In Gibraltar, I have 2 infantry, 2 mech, a tank, artillery. In Sea Zone 92, I have an aircraft carrier with 2 fighters, a battleship, a cruiser, and a destroyer with a French destroyer. In Sea Zone 109, I have 2 destroyers. In London, I have a fighter and a strategic bomber. Okay, let's go over to here with the Americans before I do any more with the British. In Borneo, I have 3 infantry, a tank, a mech, and an artillery. In Sea Zone 43, I have a destroyer with 3 transports. In Sea Zone 44, I have 3 transports. On Celebes, I have a tank, a mech, an artillery, and 3 infantry. Over by Hawaii. Off the Hawaiian Islands in Sea Zone 26, I have 3 aircraft carriers with 5 fighters and a tactical. I have 4 destroyers. No, that's a cruiser. 3 destroyers, 2 cruisers, a battleship, and 3 subs. In Sea Zone 10, I have an aircraft carrier with 2 tacticals. That's the American disposition. The Americans are starting to expand. I might have to start doing their turn separately. For the British and the European, they now collect, they're at 34, and they get 5, so they should be at 38. We haven't taken over any new territories with them. So 34. And 5. So they're at 39 again. So that's 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. $39 for them. Okay. Now we can do the Commonwealth, the United Kingdom Pacific troops. We have no attacks. So this is going to be all non-combat moves. We're going to take 2 transports from 39. They are going to move 1, 2. And on them will be, well, let's start over. Purchase a transport, a factory, and 1, 2 infantry. Okay. So, 2 transports from 39. Move to Sea Zone 80 with an artillery and a tank. Okay. 2 transports from 37. We'll move 1, 2 back with an artillery and a tank. The battleship from 37 will move up to 20. The destroyer from 36 will move up to 20. I'll take 2 infantry, 2 artillery, and 2 infantry, 2 artillery, and an AA gun, and move them from Yunnan to Guangxi. I forgot the Chinese are supposed to go before the British. I'm sorry. It doesn't really matter, but it does. But I'm not going to do All right. Let me finish this and then I'll do the Chinese. The 2 tactical and 1 fighter will move from Yunnan to Hong Kong. Okay. So that's, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3 infantry will move from French Indochina to Guangxi. 2 infantry, actually the 2 infantry that were in Siam will get on the boats that went to 39 and go back to India. 2 infantry will be built in, actually I'm not going to build those 2 infantry. Yeah, 2 infantry will be built in India. That's the factory. And the transport will go down in 39. So, now the Commonwealth is at 23, and they get 5. They get all their original territories. They started at 17. Plus, they got 2 for French Indochina. So that should be at 19. Started at 17. I think that's correct. Make sure of this, so we don't have to change things later on. 17. They don't have anything else. They had Sumatra at one point, but they don't have that anymore. So 17 and 5 is $22. So they get 10, $22 to spend next turn. Yep, that's it. All right, so the Chinese are buying with their $19. They're buying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry and an artillery. They're going to move 1 infantry into Chahar from Suiyan. Another infantry from Hopei will move to Chahar. 1 infantry from Kwaichao will move to Anhui. So that means that they picked up 2. So the Chinese go up 2 from 11 to 13, and the Japanese are down to 20. But that will soon change for the Japanese. So we will put 5 infantry and an artillery in Kwaichao with the fighter. And that means that the Chinese, actually, they're going to go to Hopei. Everything will go to Hopei. Let me try to bring that mech down. I can take it back out. And if you come into Anhui, I can hit that. And if you come into Kiangsi, I can hit that. So the Chinese now have 13. Or 13. So they get $19 again. They have 2 in Chahar, 1 in Anhui. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infantry and artillery and a fighter in Hopei. It's all within reach of your planes, but I could take some of them planes out if you attack me. You could attack this with a lot of planes and a lot of force. I'd scramble. Oh, but you don't have a lot of land units to land. Should I put those there? it's 6 subs, boy. In planes, you could take that out. Nope. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These are going to go to 43. All right, so I did the China disposition. I'll now do the British disposition on this side of the board. We have 4 infantry. Chip that out. Four infantry, a tank, and an artillery in India with 22 to spend next turn. Let's chip out some stuff here. We have 3 artillery. Five infantry and an AA gun in Guangxi. In Hong Kong, we have 1 infantry, 1 tank, 1 AA gun, 2 tactical, and 1 fighter. In C-Zone 43, I have a battleship and a destroyer. And that's all that the British have on the board over here. All right. So the Americans have 50, 70, 80, 50, 70, 80, $6 to spend next turn. The Atlantic British have 39. The Commonwealth, India, has 22. And the Chinese have 19. We'll wait Italy's turn. Go ahead, sink my transports.